The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League is proudly brought to you by Hockey New Zealand in association with Sentinel Homes, Vantage Windows and Doors, Computer Concepts Limited, Sky Sport, your home for hockey, and Sport New Zealand. The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League, live.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Hamilton for more hockey action in the 2020 Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League. And we have reached match number 9 in the women's competition involving the Central Falcons and the Southern Alpiners. The Falcons coming in at the top of the table for this competition, and the Alpiners at the bottom. Well, when I say the Falcons at the top, they're joint top at the moment. Let's have a look at the standings. The Northern Tridents on top on goal difference at the moment, with the Falcons and the Mavericks also on 10 competition points. The Alpiners, after their loss yesterday, now can't make the grand final, but there's a race with 3 teams locked on 10 points. One of them will miss out on Sunday's grand final, and over the next couple of days, we will see which team that will be. So it's going to be very important. 2 matches coming up today, the Falcons and the Alpiners, and then at 7 o'clock, the Tridents will play the Mavericks. Yes, conditions not looking particularly flash for the game today, although it's not raining at the moment. It has been raining in Hamilton today, and the breeze is quite blustery coming from a northwest, kind of westerly direction. So fingers crossed we will get some dry hockey through the course of this match today, but no promises. That's just my amateur meteorology skills coming out. Tina Belkake, thanks for popping up again today. And look, it's all set up, isn't it? The Falcons and the Alpiners in this clash. The Falcons, if they can win this game, one step closer to the final. Won't be confirmed, but it is important that they continue their unbeaten run in this competition.
Yeah, they'll be looking forward to a better performance on last night's game. I'm not too sure whether both teams were particularly happy, so they'll be looking forward to a great start. Just the one change to their squad today. Dropping out today is Ruby Logan, number 14, and coming back in is Estelle McCarty, number 3. And it's just a straight swap in the defensive part of the team. And there's 10 black sticks in the Falcons, and they're to be captained once again by Kayla Whitelock. The Southern Alpiners, same team is going to front for today's clash, so no Rachel McCann, number 18, but the rest of the team is back again, and in all they have 7 Black Sticks players playing today, and they're captained by the greatest goal scorer of them all, Olivia Merry, number 4. So the Alpiners are coming into this clash having lost to the Falcons in round 1 by 4 goals to 1. Hope Ralph getting 2 goals that day. Olivia Shannon, Megan Hull also on the score sheet. Olivia Merry got the goal for the Alpiners. So will they be competitive against this Falcons team, who seem to be getting better with each game that passes, Tina? They seem to be getting stronger. What do you think? Yeah, there's a little bit of experience in that team, and they should be looking at trying to perform a lot better than the start of the competition. They've got some really exciting strikers up front, and so we hope those connections will be a little bit better today, and they'll be finishing all of their opportunities.
Yes, indeed. So here we are with the scene set for what should be another fascinating couple of games, including this one. It'll be interesting to see what the Alpiners' attitude is as well. They can't make the grand final, but will they roll their sleeves up and get stuck in, play for pride, all those sort of cliches? But at the end of the day, these are elite sports people, and they want to win. Here come the umpires for the clash. Amber Church from Gisborne. She's off to officiate at the Olympics in Tokyo next year, and with her is Rachel Murphy from Christchurch. There are umpires today. So let's have a look at the 2 teams in a bit more detail for you as they're introduced to the crowd here at the Gallagher Hockey Centre. This is Georgia Barnett, number 1, 35 games for New Zealand, one of 10 Black Sticks players playing in this lineup today. Estelle McCarty back in, a 21-year-old from Wellington. Had a game off yesterday. Kayla Waller captaining the team, 256 games for the Vantage Black Sticks and 63 goals. Casey Crowley, Caitlin Cotter, 19-year-old from Napier Girls High School originally, in good form, one of the promising players. Megan Hull, pretty experienced campaigner now, and a rock-solid defender. Jessica Kelly, 19 years of age. Kiriana White-O-Hunter, a couple of the younger players in the Falcons team. There's Hope Ralph and Olivia Shannon, who've been in great form. Michaela Curtis, also been influential in plenty of the goals that the Falcons have scored in this competition. A couple of other Black Sticks players, Felicity Reedy, Annie Waka Roberts, Riley Knapp, a 19-year-old from the Hawke's Bay playing out of Christchurch these days, Jenna Ray McIntyre, another teenager. And the team is rounded out by Emma Rainey, Rebecca Baker, and Kelsey Smith, who's just 5 games away from bringing up the ton for New Zealand. So there is the Central Falcons lineup. So far, they've had 2 wins and 2 draws, undefeated. Haven't won either of the penalty shootouts that they've been involved with, but they're going pretty good. Here's the Alpiners, their keepers Kirsty Nation and Sasha Masters. Phoebe Steele's number 3. She's had 8 games for the Black Sticks. Olivia Merry, number 4, the captain, 112 goals for New Zealand. That's leading all-time goal scorer for our country. Anna Crowley, Tessa Jopp, she's been playing well. She's in the white headband there. 23 games for the Black Sticks. She's a real nuggety player in the midfield. Georgie Mackay-Stewart, Amelia Calder, a couple of underage representatives for New Zealand. Leah Butt debuted for the Black Sticks in 2019. Just a couple of games for the Black Sticks. Belinda Smith, Hayley Cox, Fran Davies, who's actually captaining the team today. My mistake. It's Fran and Olivia who are sharing the captaincy. So Fran Davies captaining the team today, as I look at my notes and correct myself. Jessie Anderson, Kat Tinning, Brittany Wang, Emily Wyam. Good, all 4 good young players coming through the system in New Zealand. Margot Willis, Isabella Ambrosius, who's been on the score sheet. She's the second last player coming on to the pitch here. And Charlotte Lee, the last player. The Southern Alpiners coach is Aaron Ford. And Darren Smith is the coach of the Central Falcons. And we'll be back for the start of the match right after this here on Sky Sport.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
How about that? Shake, rattle, and roll.
Match number 9 all set to go here in Hamilton in the 2020 Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League, and it's going to be the Central Falcons to start off. And Kayla Whitelock with the first touch, and she concedes the free hit immediately. Just been told Megan Hull is captaining the Falcons today. So Davies and Hull are the captains. All these squads these days, it seems quite trendy these days to have more than one captain in the team, and they share it around, which is probably a good call. Leadership's not just about one person these days. It's about several in a team, no matter what the sport is. Hockey's no exception, so it's going to be the Alpiners who have the first opportunity to move the ball into the attacking quarter. And Davies, she's been very good for the Alpiners in a beaten team through this series so far. Now Whitelock has Shannon. Whitelock just being forced to salvage a pass there. And there she goes, trying to find Cotter, but it's Tinning. Cotter. Now Tinning dispossesses her with a good tackle. This is Wang. Whitelock's picked it up right in the central midfield. There's the pass, and it wasn't bad, was it, to Olivia Shannon? Well, Tina, you've been in this situation plenty of times. These players backing up after a game yesterday. Hard to pick yourself up sometimes.
Yeah, it will be pretty tough out there. Both teams did a bit of running yesterday, so it'll be quite tough on the old legs, and you could see it as they're running out when their names being called out. We weren't moving particularly fast.
Well, the warm-up may be not quite as intense as it was yesterday for both of these teams, but we'll see. The Falcons 2-1, they won over the Tridents yesterday, and they did particularly well to win that game, given every stat pretty much was against them. And the Alpiners coming off a 1-0 loss to the Mavericks. That's cut out beautifully. And now this is Whitelock again, such a force in the midfield. There's Kayla Whitelock. But she's a bit of a lone soldier over there, and she gives away a free hit.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate there. She didn't quite have the support that she probably wanted or needed.
Yeah, she was trying to get Kelsey Smith into the game. Anna Crowley. And now this is Leah Butt. Nice little move through Hope Ralph's legs. And Davies. She's just going to crash it in, but it's straight into Megan Hull's stick. Captain to captain there. And now Kelsey Smith. That's a good pass to Curtis. Now Shannon and Ralph are approaching the circle on her right. Curtis still in possession.
Oh, she probably could have given that ball a little bit earlier. There, Shannon was on the inside of her and free, so easy 2-on-1 in that situation.
Kelsey Smith. And the free hit goes against Anderson. Into the circle it comes. And it's a nice composed clearance initially by Anna Crowley. And now Olivia Mary has some front foot running ball. Gives the ball to Ambrosius. She's around Hull, but Roberts helping at the back once again for the Falcons. And Shannon, playing a bit deeper in the field there, was trying to find Kelly. So the Alpiners don't have much to play for, but, you know, that's sometimes can make a team dangerous. I wouldn't discount them from getting some points in their last couple of games here.
Oh, no, there's positions up for grabs too, for the Black Sticks and for Tokyo next year. So they've got a lot to play for in these next couple of games. It's usually a little bit harder for teams that are losing to, to be able to back it up and get their players into teams. So they've got lots to play for, Glenn.
They sure have. And watching every second with a fine-inch comb are the selectors. Of course, he'll be naming a national squad for the Vantage Black Sticks before Christmas. So if you're in that national squad, chances are you're right in the hunt for Tokyo next year. Now Smith has got it. Reedy has it. Well, Reedy's the target now. Reedy might get there, but in the end, salvaging the situation was Belinda Smith, and that's a nice play from her. Freeing the ball into space for Phoebe Steele. Smith again. Pretty experienced Aucklander playing for the Alpiners. Under 21's rep for New Zealand back in the day. Smith gives it to Mary. And now Crowley again. And that's not controlled by Mackay Stewart. So the Falcons will have the ball on the halfway line. Roberts gives it to Hull. And not able to get that one. Baker.
Yeah, there's some great balls coming from Megan Hull. She's doing a fine job down the back. It's really good intercepts. And there's beautiful balls that have been sent up to the front strikers.
In fact, you can go through the defensive players in all four teams, Tina, and we're not short of options, are we? Some good performances from a lot of the defenders in the four teams. Now into the circle. You know, we talk about Davies here for the Alpiners. Gunson's been playing well for the Tridents. Liz Thompson,
Megan Hull.
Yeah, there's been plenty, and there's plenty of others as well. Now Whitelock's made a tackle, and she wins the free hit. Whitelock from Hull. And Reedy controls this one for the Falcons. Whoops, the communication not quite there. I think Reedy maybe played that a little hard, and Whitelock gave Whitelock the impression that it was for the player behind her.
Yeah, she did ask for it to be left, so Kayla did lift her leg up. I'm not sure if Aniwaka was expecting that ball.
Anderson plays a dangerous ball in. It's controlled here. There's a shot, but it's into the side netting from Hayley Cox. Hayley Cox, 20-year-old from Canterbury. New Zealand under 21 player from last year.
The Alpiners quite happy to sit back and allow the Falconers to bring the ball forward.
As Roberts does. Now McCarty. Back of the stick. Just one or two spots of rain floating around at the moment. Fingers crossed they don't materialise to anything more significant as McIntyre wins a free hit and gets it back. Oh, a penalty corner has been called against Davies. Back of the stick is the call by the umpire, Murphy. Rather, Amber Church. So the first penalty corner of the game goes to the Falcons.
As the rain starts coming in.
Yeah, we'll be right. Yeah, sweeping in from the west.
I'm glad I wore my sun hat today.
Indeed. So here's the penalty corner. And it's delivered. And there's the shot from McCarty. It's gone straight into the legs of Fran Davies. So another penalty corner. Delivery, I think the Falcons players at the top of the circle would like a little bit more crisp, a crisper delivery. So Emma Rainey will take this one. Robertson Hull switch positions. It's going to be McCarty again, and again it's Davies. A shot there goes in from Hull. Roberts still there. McCarty reverses it into the keeper, Kirsty Nation, and the Alpiners do well, but it's a long corner. McCarty gives the ball away. Good to see McCarty getting some opportunities at the top of the circle there. Roberts continues with her run and delivers a cracking pass to Hope Ralph. There's a player unmarked in the middle, and she couldn't get it, Jessica Kelly. Ralph just needed a touch more angle on it, didn't she?
Yeah, I'm not too sure whether she was trying to put that ball just past the defender for herself to run onto or for one of her strikers to pick up.
Roberts sweeps it right out to the right. This is Casey Crowley. Crowley's on both teams today. And another free hit. And Casey Crowley will come back to take this. Has experience playing in the United States at university. Now Hull. McCarty, that's great anticipation from Charlotte Lee. And Lee wins the free hit. Smith gathers for the Alpiners, so no score. There's a good strong challenge there coming in from Jessica Kelly. Gives it to Ralph. Shannon's unmarked in the middle. Ralph can see her now. Tries to give it to her, and the keeper's deflected it away. Cotter has won a penalty corner. Tessa Jopp this time with the infringement.
There was a good lead from Olivia Shannon through the middle of the pitch. Just got her timing a little bit at a kilter there as the ball came across.
But it was a pretty decent attack.
It was a good attack.
Well defended in the end too, because Shannon is a dangerous customer in front of goal. So Rainey wandering over to take it again. Roberts moving to trap this one again. And it's going to be Hull this time. No, back to Roberts. And there's an infringement against the Falcons. Execution not the best that time. And Mary White out on this left edge has the opportunity to mount something here for the Alpiners. Lee supporting her. And it's play on is the call. And it's going to be Falcons ball. Here comes Tinning for the Alpiners. Could be a card here. And there is a green card shown. So a 2-minute suspension for one of the Falcons players. Number 20 is the player out of the game for the meantime. That's Rebecca Baker. Shannon back there defending now for the Falcons. Here she comes, Olivia Shannon. Oh, that's almost beautifully deflected into Cotter, but she can't catch up with it. Caitlin Cotter. Wow, both teams have flicked the switch now, Tina. Here's Anderson. Cut out by McCarty. And now, here's the cross. And it's deflected from Roberts.
Yeah, a little bit of end-to-end at the moment. Just have to get some control back from both teams.
It sure is. It's helter-skelter at the moment as we have 3 minutes left in this first quarter. So now the Alpiners into the circle again, but the Falcons have defended this one particularly well. And Shannon off and running again. Very confident player, isn't she, Olivia Shannon? She's only 19.
Yeah, she's been playing really well over the last couple of years. She came in for the Central team last year and performed really well at the National League.
Yeah, and she's forced her way into New Zealand contention as well, having debuted last year. Now this is Curtis. It's good play from Curtis to keep possession for her team. Shannon's going to take this and tries to find Waido Hunter, who's into the attacking quarter. Tinning. Leah Butt. And now Crowley. Whoops. But Does well, and it's the Alpiners a little untidy, but they still have the ball. Now it's been edged down to first slip, and it is going to be Alpiners' ball, and they'll look to take it quickly. Going to be the Falcons again. So turnovers coming thick and fast at the moment, Tina. Just over a minute to play in this first quarter now. Jop. Davies. It's a pretty decent pass. And here comes the Alpiners into the circle. Hull just happy to concede the long corner. Now the Alpiners can create an opportunity here in these last few seconds of this first quarter. Might fall here for them. Getting close. Not far away was Mary, right in front of goal. But some excellent stick work in the lead-up. I think it was Brittany Wang, number 15. Doing a good job. Have a look at the circle penetration. Yeah, it's good work from Wang there. Not far away. And it's the Falcons happy to just settle it down with these last few seconds of the first quarter. Reedy. Wido Hunter. It's a nice interception coming in there from Steele, but time is against the Alpiners from launching again. So, stalemate in the first quarter of this match between the Falcons and the Alpiners. 0-0. Well, it's been a fairly even first quarter again, Tina.
Yeah, quite a scrappy start from both teams, to be honest, Glenn. They won't be too happy with the turnovers and just the execution of the basic skills all over the pitch. You know, some mistimed passes, missed traps, not quite getting it into the space where they want the ball to go. So they'll be looking for a better performance in this next quarter.
Let's have a look at the CCL stats. So possession slightly in the Falcons' favour. Circle entries dead even. Shots on goal, well, the Alpiners favour there 2-0. And, of course, we had those penalty corners to the Falcons. So, all in all, probably both teams having an equal number of chances, really, in this game so far. Aaron Ford and Darren Smith. Darren Smith is just very happy to be coaching. Of course, he's the men's Black Sticks coach. And I said to him earlier, how did he get to coaching the women's Central Falcons team? He goes, oh, mate, otherwise I'd just be sitting around doing nothing because of COVID. I want to coach. So he's in there.
I'll ask him what he thinks after he's coached a women's team.
Well, yeah, it's an interesting dynamic change for coaches.
I find it slightly different.
Absolutely. No, I remember talking to Hugh McCutcheon, who's a volleyball coach. He's originally from Christchurch, Tina. He ended up moving to America and ended up going all the way to coach the US men's volleyball team. And then after he won the gold medal at the Olympics with them, he switched to the women's team. And I asked him all about it. He gave a very lengthy answer, but he said it was very different. And he had to adjust his coaching style significantly. But, of course, he ended up having a lot of success with the women's team as well.
Oh, there you go. Can coach both.
Pretty amazing. And he went to the very top of his sport. Of course, volleyball, very competitive. A major Olympic sport, as is hockey. And now Wang. Good move from Brittany Wang. Crowley over to Davies. Great little interception again from Shannon, wasn't it? Just got that little stick, and Kelsey Smith can't get momentum down that left flank. And that pass not directed from Waido Hunter. So here comes Tessa Jop. Wang in the middle of the field this time, and it's been cut out, and now Curtis has it for the Falcons. Whitelock unmarked. Hope Ralph. Wide out on the right, trying to find Curtis up front. Long corner for the Falcons. All the Alpiners back in their own quarter now, other than Wang, who's just hovering above it. Hull. Now to Whitelock. 3 players in the circle for the Falcons. Good tackle coming in there. Crowley. Now Wang is up front. All that pass from Jop. She would have liked to find her teammate there, Tina, to build some real momentum.
Great tackle from Anna Crowley. Is it Anna Crowley? The Alpiners on Olivia Shannon. She'll be marking her pretty tight at the top of the circle there.
Casey Crowley keeping things calm at the back with Megan Hull, who's captaining the Falcons today. Curtis has it. Couple of players in front of her though, so a bit of traffic. Curtis has it again. Free hit there for the Falcons, and now Curtis swings it into the circle, but
didn't go the 5.
Yeah, the umpires don't miss much, do they? Here's Davies. Butt can't keep that in. I don't think Leah Butt was quite aware that maybe she was that close to the sideline. Good work from Brittany Wang again, but it's been picked up by Rainey. Ralph, oops, that's just gone over the back line. In fact, that is a penalty corner. I think Belinda Smith might have conceded that one. That all came rather quietly, didn't it, Tina?
Yeah, I don't think Amber was particularly happy with the stick check on the way in.
No. So there is the replay again, and it is a penalty corner for the Falcons. Curtis to take this again. Shannon offers over to the left, but it's going to be Roberts the target, and Hull again, and it's saved by the keeper. Rebound's gone everywhere, and it is going to be Alpiners' ball. And it's taken quickly by Merry. That's great vision from Olivia Merry. Tinning firing it up that left flank. Falcons in possession though. Whitelock. And now there's a chance for the Falcons to clear, and they've done particularly well there. That's a great pass, wasn't it? What a lovely little pass that was. And now Kelly for the Falcons. Curtis up ahead. Curtis has it. Back to the goal though. Whoops. Just that communication that time.
Yeah, again, the Falconers are just struggling to find those connections up front. Communication, probably need to get their heads up a little bit earlier.
Yeah, no goals so far with 10 to play until half-time. Don't forget the points table. Heading into this game here, 3 teams locked on 10 points. The Falcons, the Mavericks and the Tridents, who will play each other in the next game. The Alpiners haven't registered any points yet, so based on what we've seen in the results, you would think the Falcons should win this game. But if they don't, that really does open the door for the Mavericks and the Tridents.
Oh, knowing the Alpiners, they won't give them an easy ride in.
Yeah, they're not. They're in to win. There's no doubt about it. This is Casey Crowley over the ball here for the Falcons. to Hull and Roberts, who's moved out to the right. Oniwaka Roberts, great pass. And now there's an opportunity for Rainey into the circle. Davies trying to get rid of it. No whistle. Lifted across the face of goal. And it's gone too high from Felicity Reedy. Geez, a real pinball scenario when they're in front of goal like that sometimes, Tita.
Well, the goalkeeper did it.
I don't know how the goalkeepers keep up, frankly, sometimes. Hull. Roberts. Now Hull. Roberts just happy to knock it at the back, and now the ambitious pass, a little flick. And Kelly's trying to win it for the Falcons. She's done really well. 5 defenders back there, though, for the Alpiners. It's almost like they were waiting for that. Now Whitelock crashes it in. It's still there. Has to be cleared. And a little untidy. The Alpiners were looked like they're a bit on slow motion there, Tina.
Yeah, it was a nice one-touch pass into the top of the circle. Just not anticipating those passes quite the way they'd like to at the moment.
Davies across to Smith. Jot, well, that's unlucky. And now Whitelock all over that one. And Kelly,
Touch.
Can she flick it through? She can't. To McIntyre. Just needed that one last touch now. Ambrosius.
Keep the stick on the ball and just a little touch through as opposed to taking your stick off for a big swing pass.
Yeah, it's about recognising what to do when the situation presents itself. Now that's been lifted into the, or deflected highly into the area, so it's going to be more possession for the Alpiners. Now Davies, she likes to crash it in. There's the touch and the goal, perfect. That's execution, 10 out of 10, and it's Margot Willis who gets the goal for the Alpiners, and they lead 1-0.
Yeah, nice positioning from Margot inside the circle in the right spot, the right time, and nice crash ball. The Falcons just weren't expecting that ball to come through. Easy goal.
Nicely delivered by Davies. She just controls, and then she lifts her head up to see where her players are, and then she buries it straight at one of them. Perfectly done. So the Falcons lead, and Margot Willis is on the board for the Alpiners, 22-year-old from Canterbury, under 21 New Zealand representative, and now the Alpiners are hungry for more, aren't they?
Oh, the Falconers might kickstart them into action.
But across to Smith. They might fancy that crash ball tactic again. You never know.
They've scored some I've seen them score another goal. Ambrosius scored a really good goal in the first game. A similar sort of tactic, so they know where to position themselves inside the circle.
And this really is a nice dynamic for the Falcons too. Remember, they're undefeated with 2 wins and 2 draws so far. Did really well to beat the Tridents yesterday, but now they're behind on the scoreboard. It'll be fascinating to see how they respond with, 5:40 to play until half-time, and then in the second half as well. Now Smith, Davies, who created that goal, captaining the team today. Oh, if she'd gone inside that player, that would have been interesting. Smith. Tinning. She did really well to control that. And Hope Ralph over there, 2 bright young prospects for New Zealand. Amelia Calder here. Now Smith. Davies. Nice pass. Here's the cross. Oh, and positioning was important there. Charlotte Lee was just ahead of the ball. Alpiners starting to find some opportunities, Tina.
Well, they've made the most of the opportunities so far. So the rotations are coming on thick and fast now for the last 5 minutes.
Sure are, and Ralph's right over in the corner. Well, they've come back nicely into their games, the Falcons. This is not the first time they've been trailing on the scoreboard in these games. So being behind hasn't daunted them at all. This is Megan Hull, and now Roberts, Aniwaka Roberts, crashes it in. The target there is Ralph, who's kept it in the field of play, but the Alpiners can clear through Cox. Roberts back at the back again, but Mary's going to jump on. Oh, Mary couldn't get it, but Tinning tidies up.
I think she left that for Pye coming in
For
behind.
Kat Tinning, yeah. There's Tinning's pass, nicely controlled by Wang. And she just can't quite keep it in the field of play, Brittany Wang. So the Falcons get the ball back. Just joining us, Willis getting the goal in this quarter. To have the Alpiners, who haven't won a game yet, haven't even drawn a game. Here's Shannon. Shannon keeping it alive beautifully. Fantastic skills from her. Maybe needed to look for a pass.
Pass was there.
There's Shannon's reverse. There's the flick. And it's just wide from Cotter.
There's a nice touch from Caitlin Cotter. Just unfortunate, just outside that left post.
Well, Shannon took it probably too far, but then she did everything right the second time, and that must have only just missed that post by a smidgen. Lick of paint. But Shannon just again proving her skills and how effective she can be at the top there for the Falcons, Tina.
Yeah, great vision from Caitlin to carry on. She would have expected the pass, but kept running forward and got the second one.
Hull. Over to Roberts again. Just over 2 to play. Plenty of experienced campaigners. That's nicely trapped and controlled there by Casey Crowley. Now Curtis. Curtis with the cross. Oh, Cotter. It missed her. She missed the ball, but she's won it back, but she'll concede the free hit. Well, there's been a couple of opportunities for the Falcons since they conceded the goal.
They'll be wanting to try and get on the scoreboard before half-time.
Well, this could be their opportunity as Shannon has front foot running ball again. Great tackle. Really good tackle coming in from Mackay Stewart. Now Anderson. It's back in the Falcons through Casey Crowley, who's going along this time to Ralph. Whoops, that's going to put Butt under a touch more pressure than she would have liked. But she's done really well there. And Jop loves to run with the ball, heading towards the goal. But Whitelock tackles. There's Jop again. That's unlucky for Tessa Jop. Shannon. Hope Ralph. But she's lost it. So but Messi again as Steele comes through now for the Alpiners. 40 seconds to go. Anderson to Butt. Whoops, that pass. It was like Whitelock had a red jumper on rather than a black one. And here comes Curtis. Chance for the Falcons maybe in the last 2 seconds to go here. And here's Kelsey Smith. Got 20 seconds. And it's a free hit just outside the circle. Kelsey Smith was hoping for something a bit more than that.
Won't get it yet.
Smith. This is a great run from Smith. Penalty corner. She has done brilliantly there. Kelsey Smith. So the clock stops with 8 seconds to go in this first half. And wow, the Falcons would love to equalise here. And if they concede the Alpiners, well, this will be real heartbreaking for them. But great run from Smith here. They hung off for a bit, didn't they, Tina? I guess that's the danger for a defender. What do you do? I mean, you're in the circle. Do you go for it?
Yeah, we ask the defenders to be patient, you know, not to rush their tackles, not to dive in, and they've also got to try and protect their legs at the same time. So
not easy as Curtis takes the penalty corner. And the umpire wants it taken again, Amber Church. So what's happening here?
I think it might have been a break at the top of the circle. So a player has to go back to halfway. Michaela Curtis.
Yeah, and so now Wairo Hunter has to take this one. So Roberts is the target again. And they're out of time. Well, that was a bit messy from the Falcons right near the end there, Tina.
Oh, they'll be disappointed with the execution of that. So I think the final call there was a shepherd at the top of the circle. So they won't be happy with their penalty corners. I think they've had, what, four?
Four, that's right. So it's half-time here, and the Alpiners have got the lead through Margot Willis, and it's they who lead by 1-0.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Introducing the new Ford Escape ST Line X. Packed with the latest features so you can get moving, do more and go further. Now available with the Ford Assured Future Value Finance offer. Simply pick your payment plan and at the end of the term choose if you want to keep your Ford Escape, return your Ford Escape or upgrade to a new Ford. Easy. Ford. Bring on tomorrow.
So, Egypt. Exciting.
It's been my lifelong dream to see the sunrise over the pyramids. Oh, it's silly, really.
Not at all. The room. It must be 502.
More than ever, we need our parents to be more supportive
so we can go out there and have some fun.
We're on a mission to find some of our most famous sport parents.
To give our parents some helpful advice.
So do you think you'll be able to help us out?
Absolutely. When I played sport, it was all about having fun.
Talk about the effort they win and not about the fact that they won the game.
Try and encourage our kids to get involved in as many sports as possible.
We want to build kind, strong, resilient athletes.
They see and watch your behaviour all the time. They see everything.
Don't pressurise them and trying to make them improve too quickly.
Kids coming in with a lot of overtraining injuries.
They're not supposed to know how to have the winning mindset at the age of 12.
If they come off that field or come off that court with a smile on their face, then I'm a happy man.
We came up with 10 golden rules
for being an awesome sport parent.
To check them out, go to besportive.kiwi.
Yes, the rain has really set in here in Hamilton right on half-time. And it's 1-0 between the Alpiners and the Falcons, but it's the Alpiners who are winless, who are leading at the moment. Let's go down to Matt Williams from Hockey New Zealand, who's got some half-time reaction now for us. Well, it looks like Matt can't hear us at the moment. I think they're battling a little bit the elements. We'll come back to Matt in just a moment because it is absolutely bucketing down here now. Wind has really got up. It is perfect time. Hopefully this shower of rain will blow through in the half-time break. But I've got to say, Tina, I'm looking around at the moment and I can't see any decent weather coming. Let's try again anyway. We'll get back to Tina in just a moment and let's have a look at the highlights. In fact, we will bring you in here, Tina, because this is the goal, and this is Davies crashing it in and Willis getting the deflection.
Yeah, just the defence should have been on the other side of that striker, but she did really well to get in that position, and great ball.
Wasn't a great ball from Davies. Just poked her head up there, saw a teammate, and it was guided home beautifully there by Margot Willis. So excellent play by the Alpiners, and that sparked the Falcons into life a little bit after that. But one more look here with Shannon. This was arguably the best opportunity, and Cotter was just wide on that deflection.
Oh, it was another great ball. Good reverse flat stick hit. And unfortunate for Caitlin, just outside that post.
Yes, indeed. So that was probably the best chance, although they have had penalty corners, haven't they? They've had 5 in the first half, Tina, and their execution hasn't been good at all, really.
No, they'll be disappointed with their circle entries. They have 15 circle entries as opposed to the Alpiners 8, and they've been able to force 5 penalty corners. Right, but shots on goal, opportunities wasted. So they'll be disappointed with those stats.
That's right, and that's the issue for them. If they can get that sorted out, I am sure that would be a more encouraging scenario for them. But we have seen the Falcons come back nicely in previous games. Let's see if they do it again here.
Yeah, only 1 shot on goal that actually went on goal for the Falconers, as opposed to the Alpines, who have had 3 shots on goal, less circle entries.
That's right. I think we've got our technical issues sorted out with Matt Williams, but I think we might have run out of time, have we, for a coach interview? Yeah, we have. I don't think the coaches will be too displeased about that, but the players will probably want half-time to go for slightly longer because the weather, as we mentioned, has really closed in, but the Alpiners are coming back onto the field now. And we're almost set for the second half. And you know, that weather has eased off just a tad, Tina. Thank goodness for that. But we will see if it holds.
Oh, hopefully it looks like the clouds are shifting a little bit, Glenn. I didn't bring my jacket today. I see that you bought yours, though.
Yes. but it's ended up protecting equipment rather than myself. But look, you know what, Tina? We'll dry out, mate. We'll dry out.
Thanks.
You've been playing rain plenty of times. Your international career.
Oh, that was a few years ago now.
It was. But you know,
to hide under the covers now.
You can't beat a nice warm shower though, can you? After being absolutely hammered by rain playing sport. And actually, I think we might be quite lucky because that rain has eased right off. So just a little 10-minute burst of bad weather. And actually, the officials here at the Gallagher Hockey Centre will be quite happy they didn't have to put the sprinklers on.
Yeah, that was a bonus.
So the Alpiners nicely poised this game. 1-0, the underdog team leading against the team who's undefeated in 4 games, leading by 1-0. This is going to be an interesting second half. The Alpiners have been guilty a little bit, Tina, haven't they, of conceding advantages in these games. In fact, both teams, the men's and the women's teams, have been guilty of that. So will the Alpiners rectify that in this game here?
Yeah, if they can have a solid first 5 or 10 minutes, then I think they can keep the Falcons a little bit rattled.
Well, the Falcons too, they don't seem to be quite playing at the same pace as they were yesterday. They were really slick yesterday.
No, there's some tired legs out there. You can certainly see that. Although Olivia's certainly still running.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are good news for the Falcons, or maybe the bad news, depending on how you look at it. There's still 2 more games to go after this one. Now Smith passes it down to Whitelock. And Whitelock looking to cross it. That was an important stick. Yeah, there's going to be a card here.
And Olivia, just a reckless swing at the ball. She could be disappointed with that. So she'll sit down for 2 minutes.
Had a bit of a forlorn look on her face as she comes to sit below us here. So the Falcons down to 10 for the next 2 minutes. Not a great way to start the second half, to lose an influential player. Mackay Stewart, Curtis giving up the free hit. Davies. Good pass to Butt. And now Tinning to the baseline.
Oh, great flat strip tackle.
Wasn't it, by Waido Hunter. She did really well. And now Megan Hull. That's good work from Hull. Tinning won it back, though, with a great tackle herself. Now Job looking to move it to the right. And now played forward by Steele. But unfortunately for the Alpiners, Ambrosius couldn't keep that in the field of play. Roberts in the pouring rain here in Hamilton.
Okay, well worked out.
Smith tries to find Curtis. Great ball, and here's Curtis on her lonesome. She's got Ralph there. She goes solo, and it's thumped into the pads there of Nation. Great pass from Kelsey Smith. Maybe Curtis should have done better.
Yeah, just outside that post, she had Hope Ralph. Could have put that ball across the circle, had a second opportunity for a touch on goal.
Hull trying to crash it in, and it's deflected away. Davies has won the ball and a free hit. So Fran Davies, Shannon back on now after a 2-minute spell on the sidelines. So the Falcons back to their full complement of 11, and it's been stolen here by Curtis. But again, she might get another opportunity. Curtis, and she can't find Ralph in front of goal. It's deflected away by a long corner. Good reactions by the Alpiners defenders.
That was a good intercept from Michaela.
Cotter.
She did look for that pass to Ralph the second time.
Here's Hull. Wairo Hunter. So good pressure being applied here by the Falcons, who seem to be more enthusiastic in this third quarter. This is Kelsey Smith. Smith. Oh, she's just timing her pass, but unfortunately for the Falcons, they couldn't get the ball into the centre, and away come the Alpiners. Well, somehow the Alpiners have held on to preserve their 1-0 lead, which was created in the second quarter. Now Olivia Mary, could they pinch one here? Mary, Hull cuts it out, and now they can clear it. And Cotter over on that far side. Going aerial, and it's brought down to the carpet quite nicely there by Jessie Anderson. Davies to Jop. Good pass. Controlled nicely by Brittany Wang. There's the cross, but Hull, as she often does, intercepts those balls. She's a good defender as Megan Hull. Well, unfortunately, it's good pressure, though, by the Alpiners. Away for a long corner, and it's back for Smith. Well, onto that one, and a flash was Felicity Reedy. So now the Falcons can come forward again.
Belinda Smith quite happy to hold up play, allow our defence to get in behind the ball again.
Whitelock. Pass over to Baker. Now playing it forward into the circle. It's Reedy looking for a penalty corner, and she has one. There's a good pass from Crowley. Coming in to the circle. So the Falcons create another penalty corner opportunity.
Got Megan Hull at the top of the circle.
So let's have a look and see what they do this time. The penalty corner execution hasn't been great. It's going to be Whitelock to take this one. And it's deflected off Crowley's stick and away. But the Falcons will keep the pressure on.
Kayla looking for the deflection inside the circle.
Yeah, she wasn't far away. There's the deflection, and Nation forced into action here. Now the Falcons. The players got their back on goal there, and it is Emma Rainey who desperately wants to get front on goal, but she can't get it. And away come the Alpiners. Oh, Jop's done really well there to gather that one. I don't know how she did without falling over. Well, the Alpiners are hanging on, Tina.
Yeah, they're doing really well in defence. As I said, the Falcons won't be happy with their penalty corners at the moment.
No, they won't, and neither will be happy after the Alpiners conceded that one, taken quickly by Olivia Shannon.
Nice intercept, Tessa Jop.
Yeah, she's galloped through a couple of players. Oh, the pass to Mary wasn't quite on the mark, was it?
Yeah, she was hoping that Olivia was going to pick that one up.
Well, it's frustrating.
A bit more speed.
Haven't seen the best of Olivia Mary yet in this Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League. Maybe the best is to come. Alpiners just haven't managed to get her into the action as much as they would have liked, as Mary provides this time. Thankfully, I think we might have seen the end of the rain for the meantime. Just a good little 18, 19-minute burst. Tina. There's Reedy. Intercepts this one for the Falcons. Whitelock. She just knows when to get a free hit, doesn't she? Whitelock.
Oh, she's got good vision in the midfield. Feel those attackers or defenders on her back. Works the ball back into them. Looks for the free hit.
The Alpiners take it quickly now, but difficult one for the control for Crowley. But Hope Ralph is in there making a tackle. Crowley to take it quickly. Crowley has support over there with Hayley Cox, but no, doesn't build there for the Alpiners.
Yeah, get a little bit tangled up on top of each other, the Alpiners.
So still 1-0. Roberts coming forward is helping out Casey Crowley. And now Hull. McCarty. Mary looking to put pressure on her, but McCarty did well to salvage that. And here's Crowley again. Whitelock. Back to Roberts. So measured build up again from the Falcons. Roberts, can she keep that in? Oh, she did really well there. Whitelock. Once again, this time it's Rebecca Baker. Free hit is won by the Falcons, conceded by Jessie Anderson. But again, the backline here for the Falcons is not able to get much movement or options up front, are they? Ahead of them.
Yeah, really struggling to find their strikers. There's not a lot of movement, not a lot of support for the ball carrier at the moment on both teams, for both teams.
Well, Cox on a long run here. Moraney was defending for the Falcons. Free hit as Mary goes hunting for possession. She has it. Long corner. And they're going to build from the back. Don't forget, at 7 o'clock we have our next game for you. It's going to be the Mavericks and the Tridents playing each other. Both teams on 10 points with the Falcons, but only 2 teams can make the final, of course, on Sunday. So that is going to be a really interesting clash. Again, we've got black sticks all over the park in that game. Megan Hull. Not controlled by Rebecca Baker. Wang's lost it. Another strong tackle from Megan Hull. Smith. Well, that pass doesn't have the power. Now, Hope Ralph is ahead here for Curtis. She's got to give it. Time the pass well. Oh, it might work out okay. Keeper's out. Here's Ralph. Ralph has got to have a crack. And it's gone in. Well, it's messy, but it doesn't matter how it goes in. It's if it goes in. And Hope Ralph has equalised for the Falcons. Well, it was that ill-timed pass, and Curtis did really well to find Hope eventually, who was maybe in a touch fortunate to get the goal in the end there, Tina.
She was. It's just a mistrap. Belinda would have been, you see her head drop there. She was disappointed with that, but Hope Ralph did really well to get that ball in the back of the net in the end.
Well, Ralph equalises, so now we've got a game on, and well, it's still on, isn't it? Now I'm trying to think who's actually been dominating this game, and I can't answer that question at the moment, Tina.
No, that's a tough one for me too, to be honest, Ben.
Well, it still could go either way. The Falcons have had the penalty corner opportunities, but the more opportunities from open play maybe have gone to the Alpiners, but they haven't had that many, have they, Tina?
No, they've had more shots on goal through the stats, but I can't even remember how many.
Well, I don't think they've had one in this quarter, have the Alpiners. Can't recall now, but if they had, maybe only one or two.
I think there's been more ball over the sideline.
Yeah, it's been an interesting game from that respect, for sure. Tinning, that's a lovely one-touch pass, but unfortunately, as we again, the sideline seems to be sucking just about every ball over it at the moment. Davies in there trying to win the ball, and she's done really well there on Jessica Kelly. And now Job has got that one, and is round Cotter. Now there's a chance here for the Alpiners. They bring it into the circle. There's a shot right on goal, and it's saved by Barnett.
Yeah, that was a well-taken shot, top of the circle.
Yeah, not many go past Georgia Barnett. There's Davies with that crash into the circle again. It's still there. And while Roberts will clear. So Kelly, Shannon and Reedy on for the Falcons. They're playing all up front at the moment. Oh, yes, that's a good hustle. And look out, it's Shannon. Shannon, whoops, she's found a red jumper instead of a black one. She hooked it back far too far. And now that's a good little move from Willis, the goal scorer for the Alpiners. But she is out of time in this third quarter. Well, we've got 1 quarter to go, and the game is there for the taking for either one of these two teams. If they can just execute over these last 15 minutes. The Falcons equalising in that third quarter through Hope Ralph. It's 1-all. So much to play for here. Let's have a look at these two teams. And the the foreground rather, is the Falcons. Just before we get your thoughts on what the coaches should be doing. Here's this goal again. And Ralph getting it in. But perhaps a touch fortunate. Around the keeper. She did all the hard work there, and then it all just lost. She almost lost control of it before she managed to regain it. And by then, the Alpiners had kind of adjusted with a couple of defenders there, Tina, but they still weren't able to save it.
No, and I don't think Hope Ralph had looked up to see whether there were defenders in the goal.
Well, Ralph likes scoring goals against the Alpiners. She got 2 in the first clash between these two teams a couple of weeks ago. So here's Aaron Ford and his team. So 1-all is the score. What do you think is the key message that he should be getting through to his team at the moment?
Oh, they need to focus on their basics. Let's take that first trip. Let's make sure that the passers find their targets. They'll be looking at putting a lot of pressure on the Falcons in this half, so I would expect them to be pressing pretty hard, try and force some turnovers and get more shots on goal.
Well, the CCL stats are interesting. They're all favouring the Falcons now. More shots on goal, more penalty corners. In fact, of course, the Alpiners haven't even had a penalty corner in this game, and their possession is 55% to 45 now.
So they'll be wanting results inside the circle, shot on goal or a penalty corner.
Well, the Alpiners can sniff an opportunity too. Remember, they haven't won a game yet in the 4 that they've played. Lost all of them. And this arguably is their best chance of the 4 that they've played, or the 5 games that they've played. Umpire Church gives it to the Falconers. And Davies playing in the left midfield position at the moment, trying to get past Olivia Shannon, the other number 12. Great play from Davies. Penalty corner appealing, and it has been given. Umpire Amber Church has awarded the first penalty corner of the game to the Alpiners.
Yeah, that's a great start from them. They'll be happy with that.
Is that sunshine? It is. Oh, haven't seen much of that today. Let's see if the sun shines on the Alpiners. That was a terrible line. Sorry about that, Tina.
I'm used to it. I've got my sun hat on.
Well, but the irony of if this goes in, 6 penalty corners to the Falcons, no conversions. But if they can convert one from one, it's going to be Mary who taps it. It's off the foot there of Shannon. Sure, that was off the foot. It's off the stick, maybe. So the long corner is given.
Now, Olivia's getting out there pretty quick, top of the circle, so she did a good job to close down the angle.
Yeah, she's a hard worker, Olivia Shannon, isn't she? And that one goes harmlessly over the baseline from Anna Crowley.
That's the only disadvantage of being one of the quickest in the team. You're generally the first run up penalty corners as well.
Free hit to the Falcons. Whitelock. Oh, here comes a card. Green card given there to Brittany Wang. So the Alpiners down to 10. Now Cotter on the edge of the circle, crosses it in. Danger signs here for the Falcons, and they have scored. Olivia Shannon. The Alpiners haven't been able to clear the ball, and now it's the Falcons who take control on the scoreboard. And once again, they come back after being behind.
Yeah, they're just trying to. They're just finding a little bit more space inside that circle. Nice ball across from Caitlin Cotter, and it's Olivia Shannon on the spot.
So Shannon scores the goal. 2-1. And now this game completely changes. And the Tridents and the Mavericks probably grown a little bit with the Falcons now in prime position with 12 minutes to play. McCarty, can the Alpiners find a way to equalise and maybe take this game to a shootout? Still right in the corner. It's still in the possession there of the Alpiners. Still looking for a free hit there as that player. I think it's Davies. In fact, it was Belinda Smith. Some good composure from her. The Alpiners still trying to clear it, and they're going backwards to go forwards. Well, the Alpiners player Anna Crowley being allowed to run. No real pressure at all on her. Crash ball into the centre. Here's a shot, and it's hit that player, but what do you reckon about that call? Free hit to the Falcons.
I don't know about that. Might have to have a word to Amber. That one. It was a good turn and a good shot. Went into the body of the player. I would have expected a PC.
No, it didn't come. And here comes the Alpiners. Trying to win the ball there was Emily Wyam. Whitelock chasing this one, and she has it. Tinning for the Alpiners, but free hits conceded. So the Alpiners will get it. Long ball played down to Olivia Mary. Mary early ball at the pass for Wyam. Earns a free hit. Mary brings it back to the centre. She crashes it in. Deflection. Looked for. Still there for the Alpiners. And now it's cleared away by Kelsey Smith. Crowley. Oh, that was deflected away, so it will be, in fact, a long corner. And now Davies right at the back again. Again, Crowley being allowed to run. They're happy to allow her to run with the ball at the moment, Tina.
Yeah, just allowing her to take the ball and throw the ball into the corners of the pitch.
Davies. Mackay-Stewart. Tinning. Smith in there, winning it. And she tackles brilliantly there, Kelsey Smith. And that was really good play from her. And there's a great pass to Reedy. Reedy calms it down, keeps it cool to Wairo Hunter. Baker has it knocked out of her grasp, but it will be the Falcons. They have the ball.
Yeah, that was well controlled by Felicity Reedy. She didn't need to rush forward.
Jop intercepts it and then passes it. And there's Hull, who's having another strong game in that defensive end for the Falcons. Here she is in possession again. She's a rocker back there, isn't she, Tina?
Oh, she's done a great job in this game.
Here she is, Hull, leading by example. Captain as well today is Cotter. Plays it into the area. And it's going to be a long corner. Remember, it was 1-0 at half-time to the Alpiners, but 2 second-half goals to the Falcons now has them in front. Goals to Hope Ralph and to Olivia Shannon. Anderson wins it. Davies. Davies passes it straight to a Falcons player. Still there for the Falcons. So Casey Crowley trying to win it in the circle. And a free hit just outside the circle. Cotter. And now it's Davies for the Alpiners. And Jop. Tessa Jop. Still trying to win it. She's done really well there, Jop, but Whitelock. What have we got here? Amber Church is stopping play for a second. Just allowing subs to come onto the field. Multiple subs. So 7:07 to play. 2-1. We have a number of subs there, so now plays back underway. And Belinda Smith cut out by Whitelock. But onto this one in a flash is Cox. Cox still has it. Crowley coming away with it. Looking for that free hit. She done really well there. That's good composure displayed by Casey Crowley there, Tina.
Well, the Falcons just need to get a bit more control here. They're on the driver's seat, so they don't need to rush things.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they're easing off the gas just a bit, touch too much. Smith. Calder, who's on there now for the Falconers. There's a nice touch. And down there is Cox. Crosses it in. Danger signs here for Whitelock. But she's won a free hit. She knows exactly what to do. Been in situations like that numerous times, Kayla Whitelock.
Right.
Leaves it for Roberts. Rainey couldn't control it. 5:40 to go. The Alpiners need one more goal.
Alpiners taking their goalkeeper.
They have taken their goalkeeper off, so now the Alpiners are playing with 11 outfield players as they hunt that equalising goal. That means they've got to hold the ball here. Hope Ralph trying to make it as difficult as she possibly can for the Alpiners. Crowley across to Smith. Nice touch from Tinning. Here's Davies coming into the circle. Oh, it's bounced up. Here's a chance, reverse stick shot. Mary there. So is the keeper, and it's back of the stick. Free hit to the Falcons. Well, they've got to get the ball back now, the Alpiners. They've got to be very careful as the Falcons move downfield. Because if the Falcons could score one more goal, well, looks like White Hunter's just happy to soak up clock. There we are, as that was off the foot. And it's going to be Alpiners ball, White Hunter. Still 4.5 to play, Tina. A bit early to be soaking up the seconds, I reckon, as Davies comes forward. Delivers a cracking pass. Can Crowley keep it in? She can. Anna Crowley.
Yeah, I think White Hunter was looking for a little bit more support there. Couldn't quite find it.
That's good passing. And Crowley's going to crash it into the centre again. And the whistle goes against the Alpiners. That one coming in from umpire Murphy that time. On their left side. Hull. Hope Ralph to Shannon. Remember, there's no keeper back there for the Alpiners. Olivia Shannon. Hope Ralph sneaking up there. Oh, that was an interception that needed to be made. But unfortunately, Mackay Stewart couldn't find a teammate, so the Falcons have the opportunity here again as Shannon creates havoc again down that right flank. Here's the reverse shot, or the cross in, and it's deflected off an Alpiners stick. The Alpiners desperately needing to clear this, but they don't have the ball. Ralph is going to take it with 3 to go. Oh, great tackle. What a tackle from Mackay Stewart. Ralph looking to make up for her error. She's done really well there, Ralph. Oh, it's gone out, though. Right under our noses. And Amber Church, the umpire, was spot on with that call, wasn't she?
She was right there, Amber Church.
Oh, that pass not great. But Jessie Anderson hustling away there for the Alpiners. Mackay Stewart will get another crack here. 2:40 to go. Here's the ball into the circle, and it is Megan Hull. Superb again from her. Well, if there was going to be a player of the match, Megan Hull would be right up there. Maybe Olivia Shannon as well.
No, Megan's had a really solid game. She's been in the right place at the right time.
And Hull goes high this time. And Davies gets the free hit. Mary can't keep it in. Two minutes left. Don't forget, it's 7 o'clock. We have our next game today between the Mavericks and the Tridents. And they'll be keenly looking at this game here to see if the Falcons can hang on. Because then the pressure's just coming on the Mavericks and the Tridents just that little bit more. If the Falcons can hang on here. And the Tridents, rather the Alpiners, are still playing without a keeper. And now they've got a free hit. Jop.
Good touch by Megan.
Wasn't it? Great little touch to Cotter. And now Shannon. Shannon happy to go backwards, I suspect. Kelsey Smith on the ball for the Falcons. Cut out by Crowley. 1 minute left. And the Falcons, number one, are at the right end of the field, Tina, for them, and they have possession.
Yeah, if Kelsey's got enough brains, she'll hold it in the corner and keep possession.
Well, Smith goes to the baseline, keeps it in. No, it's gone out, but off a Alpiners stick. And time is now the huge enemy for the Alpiners. Well, they led 1-0 at half-time, and the Falcons come back as it's tipped in there magnificently from Shannon, but no one on the end of it. So this is it for the Alpiners here. 30 seconds, one last chance. They've got to get it down for maybe one last crash ball into the circle. Maybe a deflection to send the game to a shootout. Here's the chance to Tinning, to Jop. Jop running at them. Great tackle from Shannon. And she has it. Shannon happy to wind the clock down. We're down to under 10 seconds.
Well, they might finish it off here.
Kelly and Hope Ralph.
Surely.
No, they've run out of time. Well, it was a gallant effort from the Alpiners, but it's come up short again. Gee whiz, the effort is there from the Alpiners, but they're just not playing with any luck at the moment. But it is props to the winning team, the Central Falcons, who win their third game out of 5, and they've drawn their other 2. They're going great, the Central Falcons. They take maximum points and win this 2-1.
Oh, they did really well to come back from behind in that game. The Alpiners, you have to feel sorry for them, Glenn, because they did work really hard, particularly in that last quarter.
Yeah, they played without luck. Earlier, of course, it was Willis getting the goal. They led 1-0 at half-time, but Ralph and Shannon getting the goals in the second half. The Falcons win it 2-1, and we'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Introducing the new Ford Escape ST Line X. Packed with the latest features so you can get moving, do more and go further. Now available with the Ford Assured Future Value Finance offer. Simply pick your payment plan and at the end of the term choose if you want to keep your Ford Escape, return your Ford Escape or upgrade to a new Ford. Easy. Ford. Bring on tomorrow.
Well, welcome back to Hamilton, and it's the Central Falcons winning this game by 2-1, coming back from a 1-0 deficit at half-time. So the Falcons go to 14 points on the competition table. It's time to hear from their captain now, Megan Hull, and she is with Matt Williams from Hockey New Zealand.
Megan Hull, captain of the Central Falcons. Looks like a tough match out there for the side. How were you able to hold your nerve to close out and get the points today?
Yeah, a bit of a messy one out there for us today. I think the Alpiners really came out and they took it to us the entire game. So, I think we ground that one out and we, again had a good fight back. But super untidy for us. So we'll, go back and have a good look at some video.
And you've got another important match against the Mavericks on Saturday. What is the side need to do to prepare for that match?
Yeah, I think we probably just need to tidy up a bit of our basics and a bit of our structure and obviously probably converting a few more of those PCs. So, we'll go back and have a look at that. But, I thought the Alpiners played really well today and really took it to us.
Thanks and good luck for Saturday.
Cool, thank you guys.
And we've got Fran Davey from the Southern Alpiners here. The side showed another step forward today. How important was it for the defensive foundation that you guys laid in that match?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super proud of the girls. You can't fault our effort. We went out there, you know, after loss after loss. I'm so proud of them and how well they fought right to the last minute. I mean, got to give it to us and got to give it to the other team. It was just our basics errors that let us down at the end of the day. Yeah.
And you've got another tough match against the Tridents on the weekend. What are you going to be looking to exploit against them?
Yeah, so they've got a few key players, but I think it's just going back, looking over our footage, and I think it's up to our individual responsibility to just bring up another step and really give it to them.
Thanks and good luck for Saturday.
Thank you.
There we are, Fran Davies, captain of the day for the Southern Alpiners. Here's the winning goal. It was scored by number 12, Olivia Shannon, getting an open goal opportunity there. But a nice build-up from the right. And as often is, if you can get it into that area just in front of the goal, it is happy days if you're a striker. And Olivia Shannon, who's been in excellent form for the Central Falcons, finished it off. So there we are, all the stats in the end favouring the Falcons, winning the score, of course, 2-1, but having more shots on goal, more penalty corners, although they'll be disappointed with how they executed. In fact, all of those penalty corners. Circle entries was good, and possession, not much change through the second half from what it was at half-time. So as I touched on, the Falcons go to the top of the table. They have 14 points. However, at 7 o'clock, the Mavericks and the Tridents have the opportunity to join them if they can win this game. So there is lots to play for. And if one of these two teams can win, i.e. it's not a draw, but if we find a winner, then they will put themselves in the box seat for Sunday's final alongside the Falcons. So there's a big game coming up at 7 o'clock, and we hope you can join us then.
The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League is proudly brought to you by Hockey New Zealand in association with Sentinel Homes, Vantage Windows and Doors, Computer Concepts Limited, Sky Sport, your home for hockey, and Sport New Zealand.